PRC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
Hey, this is James Spann. This is the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Friday afternoon, the 22nd of August, and got a lot to talk about, needless to say. Faye is the story and will be the story for a while. This thing, as you know, is in no hurry to move rapidly, and it's going to be hanging around through at least the first couple of days of next week for us, and hopefully we'll get some pretty good rain from this thing, and that'll be the big story, beneficial rain, a positive thing. Let's go to some Skycam shots, and why not begin with our camera down at Gulf Shores. That's the reason we put that camera down there for events like this. That's the view from the Phoenix All Suites, looking back off to the west. And you can see the leading edge of the thicker clouds with Faye approaching, and weather conditions will deteriorate there in coming hours and days. The Alabama Gulf Coast under a tropical storm watch, and Weather Service in Mobile putting up local action statements already. And, of course, the main impact down there will be heavy rain and the potential for flooding. We'll work our way northward. There's a look at the Clanton Skycam. Generally overcast, mid-level clouds, some thin spots. And pretty much the same story for Tuscaloosa. That's looking east from the Tuscaloosa County Courthouse. And, of course, you can see Bryant-Denny Stadium there off in the distance. Well, Faye is the story. You can see that circulation gobbling up much of the southeast United States. It's been rather breezy around here today. Winds out of the east, of course, up on the top side of the circulation. And, boy, the numbers are ramping up, aren't they? Look at the QPF graphic. This is valid through Wednesday morning at 7 a.m., and this is suggesting a bullseye of 16 inches of rain down around Atmore and Evergreen in South Alabama. And even here, we're getting up into the 4 and 5 inch range. And all along, we've talked about 2 to 5 inches for this part of Alabama, and that's good. We might see more. It depends where the thing stalls out and how the rain band's set up. And those are, things we just don't know right now. But certainly, that is a drought buster. I mean, what else can you say about that? There's a look at the satellite imagery. Faye at least has been moving today. Conditions down in Melbourne are greatly improved. Still raining, though, in Jacksonville and Brunswick and all up and down Interstate 10, all the way from Tallahassee, all the way over to near Marianna, Florida. There's a look at the radar from Tallahassee. And, again, the circulation center will be coming out across Appalachia Bay, it looks like here. It looks like that's in the process of happening right now. And, there's still some chance this could become better organized during that brief time over the bay, or if it happens to stay just south of the coast. Quick peek at the radar here, and there's nothing happening. Just a few showers way down to the southeast. It looks like we're in the subsiding air around the circulation center. There's an area of sinking air, and that's kind of squelching the showers for us so far today. Modeling pretty much stays the same. Gets up into southwest Alabama, South Mississippi, and kind of stops, and the Hurricane Center track reflects that. It's got the thing coming up really right on the coast. I mean, it's just hugging the Gulf Coast, Apalachicola to Destin to Mobile Bay and the city of Mobile. Then gets up into South Mississippi, stops, and then begins the recurve northeast. The Hurricane Center has the position near Meridian at 8 o'clock Wednesday morning. I think it might be out of here a little sooner than that. That does not agree well with the GFS or the European, as you'll see here. But one way or the other, that should be a good rain event for the state. 94, the next wave out there in the Atlantic, looking a little disorganized. But this thing should be in a position almost close to where Faye was a week ago, on the northern coast of Hispaniola, if that's right. And again, let's deal with that later. What do you say? We got to get through Faye first. Let's go through the GFS. This is 1 o'clock tomorrow. The center of Faye, again, is just on the coast or maybe just offshore. And, again, that is awfully close to Panama City. Sunday, the broad center is inland over southwest Alabama or southeastern Mississippi. And note the QPF placement, the heaviest rain over west and northwest Alabama on the north side of this thing. And that makes a lot of sense. And really the whole state is in a prime position to be very wet on Sunday. Monday, there's just no motion at all. It's kind of over South Mississippi and, again, Alabama, Georgia, even back over to South Carolina. Looks awfully wet here. And Tuesday of next week, still hardly any motion. If anything, it is beginning to kick northeast. The circulation center near Butler, Alabama, down in Choctaw County. And finally, by Wednesday, the heaviest rain shifts northeast as the system is kicked on out. Now, we'll check the European. This is valid for Saturday, Saturday evening at 7 o'clock. And the European has the circulation center due south of Gulf Shores. in the water. Sunday, it's near New Orleans. It's moving due west. And again, much of the deep south should be very wet on that track. We'll go to Monday. Remember, there's going to be a broad rain mass with this thing. It's not concentrated. There's a look at Monday. It's still over southeast Louisiana, just not wanting to move at all. We'll go to Tuesday. It finally begins to kick on to the northeast. It's up around Demopolis. And then Wednesday, it's long gone. And you can see how both the GFS and the Europeans suggest that the showers by Wednesday should be very widely scattered. And I think we'll trend our forecast in that direction. But there's pretty good model agreement here that we're going to get some good rain in here. So strap in and let's be thankful for what we get and hope it's not too much. And a quick peek at the end of the cycle. This is the